Well, there's so much to say about my life. First of all, I'll just mention the flag. So I was acquainted with the lady that was the tailor in our town, Philadelphia, and she did a lot of sewing for us and sewed up socks and different things and so forth. Well, George and our very good friend Robert Morris, he funded us in the Revolutionary War, and my uncle, who was a part of the Navy, the three of them brought an image of a flag that I believe George had sketched it out, and he came to Betsy Ross's house, and they knocked on the door, and Betsy, our friend, opened the door and said, "Would you please make a flag for us?" And Betsy took the image of the sketch, and she said, "That's a square, and a square doesn't fly very well." And there you go. Can you hear me better? Yeah. And so we'll make it a rectangle. Also, George had the stars that were familiar in that day with 6 points. And she said, 6 points is very difficult to make. I think I'll make it a 5-point star, which is called a molette. And so Betsy Ross sat down and she put the 5-pointed star on the flag. And does anybody know how many stars are on this flag? This one back here? 13. And what do the stars represent? The 13 colonies. And each one of the stripes is a colony. Delaware, Massachusetts, Georgia, North Carolina, New York, Pennsylvania, and so on. Each one of those are 13 stripes. And the red is for courage. I'm about to tell you some of the courage that it took to live the life I lived. And the white is for purity, and the blue is for justice. And I want to thank you that I'm here for sharing this today.